Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? In today's video, we're going to have the Siege of Minas Tirith. Welcome back to my Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer Mordor campaign on DAC AGO. So, we're 15 turns into our Mordor campaign. We have two full stacks ready to go, one with Guthmog and the other with Zagar. We've got orcs, we've also got some Haradrim with us as well. In the last episode, if you haven't gone and seen it, highly recommend you do. We had the battle for East and West Osgiliath against Faramir and Boromir. Okay, so Denethor doesn't seem to be inside Minas Tirith, which is interesting. So we'll push up. We'll try and... Okay, I was going to say, we might have the battle for Pelennor Fields if that unit stays there. And we'll try and run down this one as well. Like, if I move you here, can we get you out of the way? Oh, okay, so they're running away with their tails between their legs. Typical Gondorians, fleeing from a fight. So let's build 2 battering rams, 4 siege towers, and we'll do the same with... Oh, hang on. I was going to say, we do the same with Zagar next turn, but we might actually be able to do it. There's one unit that... Oh, maybe there's a couple units there that aren't... Yeah, allowing us to do it, because we should have movement overall with this army. Yeah, there we go. Because I was just consolidating. Oh yeah, so most of the army should be able to attack. That's what I thought. Should be attacked within this turn. Cool. We can get siege equipment built for him then. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Just in case we get attacked in the end turn phase, which can sometimes happen. Oh, hang on. An army spawned as reinforcements. That must be a script. So, Minas Tirith is under attack. Okay, so there's nothing important there. What's this reinforcing army? Oh, it's the Riders of Rohan. Oh, that's cool. Okay, they've spawned in. So we actually are quite literally going to have the battle for Minas Tirith, the siege, and then sort of the battle of Pelennor Fields. So a lot of Gondorian defenders inside. We do outnumber them quite a bit. 6,000. Orcs of Mordor charge to Minas Tirith. Okay guys, welcome to the battle map. Let's start the deployment and get stuck into it. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. We've got Haradrim with us, we've got the Gondorian defenders inside, we have a bunch of siege towers and the Rohirrim coming in as reinforcements. This is going to be very realistic to the movie. Okay, so we'll drop that there. Probably want the marauders on the siege towers if we can. And we'll try and get our reinforcements in as well. So it is going to be a little bit tricky to take Minas Tirith. So we've got the first gateway we need to break through, which is made out of mithril. And then there's a secondary gate at the top of Minas Tirith, which they've added. That's usually not in vanilla Third Age. So we will need to fight our way through the city streets of Minas Tirith, and then a battering ram on through. So, we'll divide our army into a couple groups. Archers that are well spaced out at the front. We'll try and take some of the arrow tower fire away from my infantry trying to make up. We'll keep some spearmen in another army group because we're going to have to deal with those Rohirrim, and we've also got some Haradrim lancers, but here are the defenders, and then our additional Nazgul reinforcements coming from the left hand side. We're definitely going to need those in today's siege. And we've also got some Southron lancers as well, and some heavy lancers as reinforcements. They're the ones going to be dealing with the Rohirrim, slowly but surely entering the battlefield. So let's move the ram up, and we'll give out orders to the siege towers as well. We'll keep my secondary ram close, just in case the ram engulfs in flames. We need to move up. But here is the might of Mordor. Western and Eastern Osgiliath has fallen, and hopefully the Eternal City as well. The Gondorian defenders are just trying to form up, but the hour is dark for the men of the West. Still a little bit of time before those Rohirrim reinforcements come in. Archers getting some shots off. And the marauders with the battering ram are making their way up to the gateway. And the siege towers to the walls as well. But let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer for this series. The main objective is to play as many custom battle sieges as we can in the lands of Gondor and Rohan. Okay, so they're starting to come in quite quickly here. We're going to have to move my spearmen to form up a wall on the right. And we'll move my cavalry there as well. They are coming in quite quickly. My archers are a little bit exposed. Quickly form up. Form a line! Hopefully we're quick enough. So this should be a really good test. The Eastern Harad and Khand cavalry against the riders of Rohan, who are swarming and charging on in. Quickly. I don't know if we're going to be quick enough. We just need to protect our archers on the right there. Haradrim, quickly. Hit those. Rohirrim cavalry. Oh, we just got them in time. We've pinned them down. But they are trying to swarm towards my archers. Okay, let's pin them down and engage them. So my siege equipment is still trying to make their way up to the walls, but the Rohirrim... Luckily, I've got a lot of spears in this army. Both Mordor and Rohan's cavalry clash on Pelennor fields. Oh, but it looks like some of the Rohirrim have actually broken away here. Oh, that's annoying. They're actually going for my siege towers. The marauders are probably going to capitulate there. They've got me right in the back. Send up some more additional reinforcements to help. My god. This is actually working really well. I guess that's DAC a go for you. The AI and gameplay overhaul submod. They did really well there. So my cavalry's pinning down there. Rohirrim here. They went for my archers. Luckily we were able to get spearmen in there, but they went for a pretty decent charge to weaken up the offensive on the walls. 66% we've broken there. And the orcs have made their way onto the walls of Minas Tirith. 26% they've been destroyed because the Rohirrim have been pretty much melted away by our cavalry and spearmen offensive. Come on, try and hit the Gondorian defenders. We're slowly but surely trickling onto the walls. Hallis has been defeated, so the Gondorian general. Mordor archers still flying. I haven't given out an attack order to Zagar left yet. I've just sort of left him there. Because we'll try and get the business done with this first army. Look, if we can't progress and advance through the city streets of Gondor, I will give an attack order out. But I think we can make do with this army. We've still got a lot of military forces. So what I'll do... Now that we've thrown back the Rohirrim offensive, I'll just try and grab all my infantry units and we'll try and make a charge up because it's going to take quite some time to get there. So in this mod and sub-mod, to take a settlement is a little bit different. There isn't a 4-minute battle timer, there's a 40-minute. So we have to fight our way all the way up this, and depending if the AI... sort of gridlock as well, it could be a difficult fight. I don't know if we're going to have time because we do have a time battle limit in this one. It's always good to have a time battle limit on just in case units fall under the map, which can sometimes happen in Total Wars. But we've made our way on in. We'll give out some attack orders to those orcs trying to attack on the walls. There even seems to be a Gondorian unit just holding here. My archer's doing quite well. But we're swarming on in to the streets, and there's about to be a first real clash within the streets. We've got some Gondorian defenders there with a little bit of high ground, and Mordor orc marauders charging on in. Okay, so we've grouped up those infantry well. Just a little bit back and forth with the gateway. Oh, it's because they're moving off the walls. We could move the cavalry and we might be able to cycle charge. Bang smack in front of the gateway. I want to try and move my archers in if we can. Yeah, there's just not enough space there, so we're going to have to put them on a... back to a tight formation. Just turning into a little bit of a grind at the moment. Both units trying to hold. We're trying to progress while they're trying to defend. Let's speed things up slightly. So that's going to be our first real test. Just trying to break those Gondorian defenders that have that slight high ground. And then these guys on the walls that we're really not making too much of a dent in. Let's move my archers. If they stay on the walls, we might be able to hit them from lower down and arc our shots up at the walls. Hitting them from behind might be good. We might even be able to hit some of those units that are further around the side. So this is very limited space in front of the gateway there now that we're inside. We also need to carry the ram all the way up to the top of the city. Okay, so those Gondorian defenders have come off. That's really annoying. I thought my infantry would have been able to pull them down. Because now they've kind of caught my archers and cavalry here. Not good. We're going to have to divert a couple units. Yeah. Because we have not one on the walls. Guthmog is now into it. With his units. Just got to be careful here, because we could capitulate around the back, because they've actually flanked me well. Far out. Guthmog's bodyguard is actually quite weak. I know his spearmen are more so for the defense than offensive, but I kind of wish I could use him a little bit more. Even some of the other orc bodyguard, particularly those Uruk bodyguard, are fantastic. Compared to his that are like just melting away. Look at it. Okay, we might have to withdraw our archers here because we just got massively caught. Noble death. Lung dash. That's unfortunate. But it's okay because orcs are expendable. Okay, so I've diverted a couple units here just to help us out with this issue that came up. We are not pushing through there whatsoever. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be tooth and nail. It's probably going to come down to the final wire of this battle for Minas Tirith. We can cycle charge here, get a little bit of momentum. That might help while we pin them down with spears. Okay. We've managed to gain back a little bit control of that situation. Just them coming off the walls. It was actually a low-key decent play against us. Just trickling on in, just flanked my weaker units as they come in. They were up on the walls for so long, I wasn't expecting them to actually come off.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, we're making a bit of a dent against them now, but we are really withering away. I thought this first army would be enough, because we've nearly lost here as well. I think I'm going to have to get those additional reinforcements. 61% we've got rid of theirs, but our army has been absolutely smashed. Yeah, let's get these guys in. Give out the attack order, so they're now going to come up. Because as well, sometimes you don't want two full stacks swarming into Minas Tirith at the same time, because it can really make the game a little bit laggy. Yes, there's another fresh 160. I think I'm going to have to withdraw all these archers out if we're going to have a chance to win this one. Numerically, we have the advantage, but do we have the allotted time? That's the issue. So, I guess what we'll do is keep all our infantry attacking, but yeah, get the archers and the general out. Oh, Gothamog has only got 24 units left, so we're gonna have to retreat before we can push on an attack. So the first wave, Mordor lost. Ugh.
Only half our force remains.
In the city. We did well against the Rohirrim on the outskirts, but we're just gonna have to reform here, because just getting hit from all sides there is not good for us. Okay, so wow, we didn't make through that. We didn't make it through that. Crazy. Okay, so our archers, we'll try and get them on the walls. How about that? Try and get our archers on the walls. We'll try and shoot down upon them. Our remaining infantry, we'll try and pin down and engage. And if we can hold those Gondorian defenders, that would be brilliant, because then we can cycle charge with our cavalry in, now that a lot of them are out. We've also got additional reinforcements coming in. So, although it looks a little bit grim, Burrs is no more. Burrs. Yeah, cavalry, yeah, there we go. So now, we should be able to come in. That's what I want. We can get a little bit of momentum. A nice run up from the gate. You've got to give it to Gondor. They are making us really run through them. It's going to go to the absolute dying embers, this battle. It's going to be a close one. Okay, now they're now shaking because we're actually hitting them from behind with cavalry. And it's about time. More additional reinforcements are swarming in. There's still the general unit atop of Minas Tirith, which we have to make our way up to. And we need to get back to the battering ram, but we might have just won the offensive on the first level. We'll get a spear unit to get onto the battering ram, because we're about halfway through the battle. Yeah, the hourglass is about halfway done. So we want to try and get up there now, but it looks like a lot of the Gondor units are now broken and they're in a retreat to the White Tree. Luckily we've got some cavalry left, so we're going to be able to run them down once they get up there. There we go. Took us a bit, but we won the first level, because we need to make our way up to the gateway here. Takes so long to navigate up through Minas Tirith, but we're about to get a good cavalry charge on some remaining Gondorian defenders with our lancers. And we're about up to the 5th or 4th level of Minas Tirith. So I just want to try and charge and chase down the remaining stragglers there. Trying to make it to the town square. Okay, so we just need to wait for this gate to open. Some of the Gondor defenders are just holding here. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh, we didn't need the ram after all. Oh, it's so somehow my cavalry phased through the gateway there like the bloody Flash. Phasing through a wall. Okay, they teleported through, that's cool. We control the gateway now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because, well, it didn't really matter, I guess, because our battering ram was nearly there anyway. Time-wise, still going to be a close one to push against. So these are Blackroot Vale archers. Okay. So these guys are nearly as good as the rangers. So we're about to get a charge on in against them. This should be alright. If we can just stop them from firing against us, that would be ideal. So we've got the cavalry in. Okay. Not the most high-octane or venomous charge that was. I guess you're pushing uphill. So we just need to wait for those reinforcements to get here. So remember, we can't rely on the countdown timer whatsoever. I wonder if I can somehow... And so if we're doing alright, we might be able to hold them here, but they've got some pretty decent long swords. Check there, they've got a massive looking Braveheart long sword. Long sword. They've got like a claymore. If we can kind of like, yeah, that's what I want. Just try and agitate them. Charge back and forth. Just to give us enough time until more reinforcements come up. Looks like the Marauders have made their way up there as well. Oh, there's a good swarm of them. So the Nazgul reinforcements are here with some light barbarian Marauders. Look very Conan with those helms. 85 left, and that should be the last of the defenders of Minas Tirith. The Nazgul and the Witch King and his boys should be able to take the city. $63 left now. It's going to come quite close. We've lost 40% of their 92. We're nearly running out of time. You just got to be careful with the Battle of Minas Tirith because you can sometimes run out of time. That definitely has happened to me before. 38. Well, they're pulling back a bit there. We just need more guys just to swarm on in. Like, just get in there. 23. So we've hit the 40-minute time. That's so you can't rely. You just got to get rid of them. Let's drop another buff here. The enemy general's now fallen. Oh, but that's the 3-minute timer's clicked in. Crikey. So that's not to win. It's to end the battle. 3 minutes to kill 7 units. Do we have enough time? 5. Come on, come on. Where are they? Well, I was going to end in a draw. No, we got him. Oh, that was way too close for my liking. But a clear victory at Minas Tirith. Okay, let's get rid of them. And now Minas Tirith has fallen to Mordor. What a crazy epic battle that was. Oh my god. That was way too close for comfort. I don't know if my arc could take that. So I guess we'll sack the settlement to get the 4,600 gold. Unfortunately, we did lose a couple of orc generals, but that's to be expected. Minas Tirith has now fallen to Mordor. Okay. So, gotta watch out for any retaliation. And we'll build a Shrine of Melkor just to convert the culture, because it can be a really good recruitment zone for Mordor, Minas. Gondor sets out to reclaim Minas Tirith. Gondor is overrun. Okay, so back at Barad-dûr, we can get access to some black Uruk units finally. Halberds, Sauron's Wheel, just better quality units, which is good, because we're 19 turns into our campaign at the moment. Alright, well, unfortunately it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of my Third Age Total War DAC Go Mordor campaign. So, we're doing quite well in this series. 21 turns in, we've got East and West Osgiliath. Minas Tirith is under our control. We do need to replenish and repair from the siege and battle of Minas Tirith. So let me know where you'd like me to expand and conquer in the next episode in the comments. We could go for Calandros, maybe Pelagria, and try and hit some of the Gondorian territory, because we still need to finish off the last of Gondor, because they've still got a fair few territories in the west which we have to fight on through. Once we're in a strong enough position, probably with the defeat of Gondor, we'll push into Rohan and we'll try and take Helm's Deep and Edoras as well. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm having a blast being back on Third Age. Let me know in the comments in the future what you'd like me to replace this series with, so I can sort of plan on ahead, get the thumbnails, get the preparation ready. I'm open to playing any of the elves, wood or high elf, or Lothlorien, maybe the dwarfs, and I don't know, there's still a fair few evil factions that I haven't played yet, but I played as Rune. Like the last series I played as was Rune and Isengard, now we're doing Mordor, so we've done a fair few evil series. Maybe it's time to play as the good guys. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, gotta say thank you to this month's channel patrons and channel members as well. So thanks. I'm going to play the outro now. Goodbye. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Got to say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. So thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.